Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Marcus, and before we bring you this epic R35 GTR feature today, I'd like to bring you guys Vincero watches, one of our sponsors here. We've got two other watches here with us today. The one I'm wearing here is the Chrono S Blue. It's my personal favorite. It's got surgical grade stainless steel, really high quality stuff. It's got Italian leather band right here, and it's got a sapphire coated crystal glass that is also scratch resistant. It's a casual looking watch, but at the same time very professional. I can take it to car shows, which I've done in the past, but at the same time go out to dinner afterwards with my friends, much nicer cars than me, and I can fit right in. So it's good in both scenarios. And you know, the team over at Vincero, really small team over there, they really care about what they're doing. High quality watches at an affordable price. So if you guys want to check out, the link is in the description right down there below. You can check out these watches and many other products. Highly recommend you guys go check them out. Really awesome stuff. So enjoy today's video.
I just want to move on, so I have got to be strong. I know I have to go on, that's why. And now I know what to do, although I know it hurts you, but I just can't follow through. I've got to let go of you, I've got to let go. I've got to let go of you, I got to let go. I've got to let go of you, I've got to let go of you. Got to let go of you, I've got to let go.
All right, you guys, what is going on? Finally, R35 GTR. So excited, and this one's very special. Wide body, it's got a sick wrap on it. It's got wheels, it's got suspension, and it's got full bolt-ons, custom exhaust done by Bill over at Indy Speed Shop. Also tuned by Bill, as a lot of these cars, GTRs and whatnot, in the lower mainland are. These things are crazy capable, even from the factory, and this with full bolt-ons is making well over 600 at the wheels. It's running E85 right now. It can be tuned for flex fuel, right? So you could put, 91 octane, 92, 94, whatever you have available. So let's go hit some corners and have a bunch of fun. So this is a 2009, this was the first year in North America. I'm just incredibly excited. I remember seeing this car first on Top Gear. I think a lot of people saw it on Top Gear first when it came out, and Jeremy Clarkson kind of praising it as this spaceship, basically just a computer game for the street, honestly. And first impressions, it kind of feels like that. It's very like surgical, and I mean maybe like 40% throttle, and it is torque. Torque is the word that comes to mind. It's pretty much instant. These turbos do have upgraded wheels in them, stock housings, and then, like I said, full bolt-ons. So what you get with that is an engine that you can actually tune, and obviously it's got a full exhaust as well. So very capable in a straight line and in corners. Jesus. All right. Got Fortune Auto coilovers on it, so obviously the adjustable dampening is not available, but honestly it rides fairly well. I would not be surprised if you were able to scrape the front lip or something. It is low, first off, it looks sick, and the wide body is like, it's subtle, it looks clean. Steering rack is very tight, even on that hairpin there. Back already starting to want to lose traction. A little bit wet on the ground, so being a little bit more careful than usual. All right, you guys, as well, if you haven't noticed, we've got this really dope CNC machine carbon fiber keychain, Roads Untraveled. It's like a half R. This is personally probably my favorite thing that we've made so far. It's pretty dope. Definitely hit up roadsuntraveled.com/shop if you want to check that out. All right, you guys, here we go. Yeah, that's right. Turbo spool up pretty much instantly. I mean, the torque from like 3,000 RPM, that is, yeah, that's pretty violent. Wow. Wow, that's super aggressive, but the torque doesn't stop. Like the turbos on this car, just, they don't let up. Holy shit. Wow, that is insane. That's transmission. I mean, Nissan 2009. I can't get over the fact this is a 2009. This transmission feels just about as quick as a brand new GT3 RS PDK. Like it's very, very close. You don't have to do much to these cars to actually get them up like well over 600 at the wheels. And factory, I think these came like, you know, kind of mid 500s at the crank. So to see upwards of 600 at the wheels with bolt-ons, and the reliability on these cars, you can't deny. The just drivability of these cars, definitely more comfortable than an R32 GTR. Traction kicking in there. Wow. I mean, yeah, these cars love to shoot flames. There is an exhaust cutout on here, right? So basically you can have it kind of quiet if you want, or it can go just balls to the wall. I can't get over, I mean, you give it just a little bit of gas, like third gear, and you give it like 25% throttle, and it'll toss you back. Any normal person that gets into one of these cars from like 3,000 RPM is already going to be crapping themselves immediately. You can basically use all of the power band. Like there's no dead spot in the power band, like whatsoever. Even below 2,000 RPM, you've still got torque that's gonna get you around. This car shoots massive flames. It's running on E85, right? So it also just burns through fuel like a madman, as GTRs kind of do. Here in Vancouver, there's basically only one station that actually sells E85. And I'm sure even if you had a, you know, R34 GTR with the same power levels, this would have no problem whatsoever in just getting away from that car. Definitely. Yeah, way too easy to exceed the speed limit. Just way too easy. If you're not looking at the speedo, you're gonna get yourself in way too much trouble. My God, though, the turbo spool is what really gets me. So it's basically got upgraded wheels in the turbos, right? Stock housing. But what you get with that is really loud turbo spool. It makes the turbos just come alive, really, and you can hear it out the exhaust, and you can hear it in the engine. You get some intake noise. I've heard, you know, that these cars can get a little drony, and definitely if you're below like $2,000, it gets a little bit drony. But like cruising in fourth gear here, you know, 2,600 RPM. Totally fine. It's not drony at all. The cabin's really spacious, and you've got all your, you know, telemetry and all your stuff over here. You got oil pressure, oil temp, just everything. It feels like a video game. You've got just a big blue circle there with what year you're in. The TAC is center stage as it should be. I mean, there's no doubt the R32, the R33, R34, they're more involved driving experiences. But at the same time, you just can't argue with the capabilities of the R35. That is, the numbers speak for themselves, absolutely. And the tech has come a long way. we'll bring it down to like 2,000 RPM, just below 2,000 RPM, and there's the turbos right there, like immediately, right off the bat. Like this car spools up quicker than cars I've driven with like 200 less horsepower. I can see where the really high trap speeds in on the drag strip and, you know, half mile and stuff come from, because it does not stop. It doesn't feel it doesn't feel like it's on the edge all the time, which can be a good thing. I mean, if you get very confident, traction kicked in there at 13 kilometers an hour, half throttle, like no problem in the middle of a corner. That's crazy. Wow. Steering wheel's awesome. Like I said, interior has basically everything. Now, do I think the R32, 33, and 34 GTRs look better than this car? I think so, in stock form at least. In stock R35, I think the R32 and those family of Skylines look better aesthetically, like from the outside and stuff. But that's when modifying comes in. That's when you make the car your own. And I mean, with the ducktail, with the wrap, lowered, wide body, this thing looks super mean. And then when you let off the throttle and there's like a little bit of a delay, and then you just get the overrun and the over rev. And we heard a big bang back there earlier that was very aggressive. Definitely flames. This car is very impressive. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I wasn't expecting a 2009 model to be this impressive. Like, I thought there would have been, you know, it would have felt dated by now. No, it does not feel dated in the slightest. This is a faster transmission than 99% of the cars I've ever driven. Like, pretty much the only car I've ever driven that has a quicker and more responsive transmission than this by like a little bit was that GT3 RS, and that's like a $350,000 car. Yeah, steering gets really good when you really want to get into a corner. Oh yeah. And you know what? Even on like a hairpin, it doesn't feel like it's too big for these roads. Not at all. Yeah, honestly, this is a dream come true driving an R35. It's been a long time coming. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm sure there's an Instagram profile where you can follow this car. If there is, it will be in the description or on the screen right now. And yeah, basically, I would say, you know, E85 R35 GTR with bolt-ons, just like, wow, just blown away. There's so much about this car to love, and there's a few things, I mean, not to like love, but at the same time, what you get with this car is just completely insane. And the amount of aftermarket support and the amount of people that have been able to tune these cars and know these cars well by now is definitely going to work in your favor. And parts are way easier to come by than RB26 parts. If you want manual transmission, if you want that raw driving experience, obviously those old cars, but you got to have the money. You got to have the money for the upkeep if you're going to be driving it even close to a daily basis. So it's your pick, really. Thank you guys so much once again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.